Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? This your boy LC the One. LC the One to be exact, that is. AKA Illmatic 124. And not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. My jersey number I wore when I was in high school, man. And my warm-up is on the back of my other motherfucking chair. Can you dig that? With a baseball bat, tough acting to acting, baby. Hey, man. Hey. Shout out to my LC Nation. Shout out to my LC gang. Shout out to my LC crew, man. What's happening out there, man, in the world of what you living in? You dig? On the real, straight up and down, what's going on with y'all on this post? This post, Martin Luther King, you dig what I'm saying? MLK Day. And hey, man, y'all need to stay tuned like a Neptune, man, for my process of making story to tell. My process of making story to tell part 2. It will be dropping MLK Day. It's already on YouTube and everything. I just gotta click the button like magic, baby, and y'all gonna be watching it tomorrow. So I'm gonna drop it as soon as, well, I'm gonna drop it in the morning, probably about I say about 8 o'clock. I'm gonna drop it for y'all, man. So y'all check my channel. Y'all check y'all notifications. Make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications. But, man, this is a special episode, man. This is a special episode, man, of LC the One TV, man. And I had to do it, man. I had to do this episode, man, because it's so necessary. You dig what I'm saying, man? Because people have been talking about this story for the last 20 years, man. And it's ironic, man, that this has happened. You know what I'm saying? And I think people gonna be talking about this for the next 80 years probably. You dig what I'm saying, man? Because it's so exclusive, you dig. So first I'm gonna touch on both of these persons' backgrounds, because this is gonna be like a 30-minute episode maybe, or 40 or 45 minutes, you dig. Because I'm finna give y'all some real in-depth background and some information on what I discovered and what I think, you know, in my opinion, on what happened, and maybe solving this case. Okay, so without further ado, man, let's get right into it, man. We talking about Tupac and Biggie. Y'all see the graphic right there? Yeah, we in order, ain't we? I know. First, second, and third. Hopefully, I won't be third for reporting this to y'all, but we chill. Look at that. They got their bedazzles. I got mine on. Look at that. That's a screenshot right there. Look at that. Yep. Biggie, Pac. Well, Pac, Biggie, and me. Okay. Let's get into it, man. Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G., man. I got a whole lot of findings for y'all, so I'm getting all my stuff right here. I got my paperwork, I got my tablet and stuff. So I'm finna go into the background first. The first 15 minutes is gonna be me talking about their accomplishments and all that. Then the next one is gonna be me talking about the other stuff. Y'all see the title and stuff right there. We talking about the mystery. Okay. We're talking about the mystery. We're talking about the theories. We're talking about their whereabouts. And I'm going to give y'all some clues, man, that maybe help lead y'all to some answers, man, because a few people then touched on it already. This new guy that's on my channel, man, well, down subscribed to. Y'all probably can see it on my channel. I forgot his name and everything, but I'm going to leave a link for his channel in the description. He talk about it all the time and stuff, Illuminati theories. And then this dude named J Mello TV, he in my subscriptions as well. So y'all can check them out, man, because he touched on it first when I first seen it and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff started happening to him afterwards. You dig what I'm talking about? But I'm finna go ahead and read the first person, which is Tupac. I'm finna talk about him, his background. Y'all know how I do this shit. Okay. Tupac Amir Shakur. That was his name. Tupac Amir Shakur. Okay. Born Lasagne Parish, Crooks. Got the same name as my stepbrother. And then this little shawty at work, her last name is Crooks. How ironic. Okay, he was born June 16, 1971. September 13, 1996 is when he demised and left us in this shit. You dig what I'm talking about? Also known by his stage name Tupac and Machiavelli, was an American rapper, poet, actor. Shakira sold over. It just went right into the man. They didn't give us. Okay, man. Let me focus. Focus. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. Okay, Tupac sold over 75 million in records. You dig? I'm finna try to skim through it. Best-selling music artist of all time. That's what they saying. His double disc, All Eyes on Me, which is something I'm gonna know. What's that? Elate to. So y'all just, man, stay tuned and listen up, man, for real. Okay, that first double CD was his greatest hits. His greatest hits was in 1998. And they said his best-selling albums was the greatest hits and All Eyes on Me. But Shakira is consistently ranked as one of the greatest and most influential rappers of all time. And he has been listed and ranked as one of the greatest artists of any genre by many publications, including Rolling Stone, which ranked him 86 on its list of the 100 greatest artists of all time. On April 7, 2017, Shakur was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. You dig? Okay, now this is where he originally was from. He was originally from East Harlem, New York. Okay? He died in Las Vegas, Nevada at the age of 25. Drive-by shooting. He's a resident of Oakland, California. Okay? And his years active in the game, he only did, 9 years in the game. So he cashed out early. Okay? And hip-hop genre was gangster rap. Occupation, rapper, actor, activist, vocals, he labels Interscope, Death Row, and associated with Morphine, Shakur, Digital Underground, Snoop Dogg, Sideways, Stretch, Thug Life, Outlaws. He got his website, www.tupac.com. Okay, now I can go on, but I'm gonna have to condense this and stuff. So I'm gonna skim through the rest of it. Shakur began his career as a roadie, backup dancer, and MC for the alternate hip hop group Digital Underground, eventually branching off as a solo artist. Most of his themes, that's key, themes in Shakur's songs. I was trying to leave y'all messages, man, in the last video. Y'all ain't paying attention. Songs reveal around violence and hardship in inner city, racism, social issues. His people was a part of the Black Panther Party. During the later part of his career, Shakur participated with East Coast, West Coast hip hop rivalry, became involved in conflicts, such as most notably with the notorious B.I.G. Okay, and he did a couple movies, Poetic Justice, Gang Related, Gridlock, You Dig, and everything. And Juice was the most famous one he did that we know him from. Now let's get to Biggie. Let's go to Biggie real quick, because I gotta hurry up, because this is gonna be like I said, this is probably a 3-part series. So we're gonna do Biggie, and we're gonna come right back after these special LC the One messages. You dig on everything. Christopher George Latour Wallace. He was born 1972, May 20th, 1972. He died March 9th, 1997. Better known by his stage names, the notorious B.I.G., Biggie, or Biggie Smalls, was an American rapper. He is ranked by Billboard as among the 10 greatest rappers of all time. Damn, the 10 greatest of all time. He is another New York native. He's from Brooklyn. Now notice this is kind of similar, right? These guys' backgrounds are kind of similar, right? They came out of Brooklyn. They died around the same time, and he died at 24. Pac died at 25. Okay, he resided in Los Angeles, California. He had residence out there. Drive-by shooting, same coincidence, right? Same occurrences. Now I'm trying to correlate stuff and match up stuff so y'all pay attention. Other names: Biggie Smalls, Biggie, Frank White, Big Papa. Rapper, that's occupation. He did no acting. Years active in the game. He was only in the game 5 years, 1992 to 1997. So that right there lets me know what I was thinking about when I really listened to his stuff, man, because I've been studying this for 10 years, man, on the real, just to drop my scenario of what I think happened and what's going on. Puts him at number one to me because he only did 5 years and he dropped really 2 records. And I told one of my homies at work, shout out to Melvin Ford if you see the video, get your shout out on the real, that on the low, I think Puffy mixed the last tracks that he did, you dig, and everything. But we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? That's in the theories and all that next. Okay. Faith Evans was his spouse, 2 children, Tiana and Christopher Jr. Where's Christopher Jr.? We ain't ever seen him or his daughter. Only a couple of pictures. He's okay, hip hop, gangster rap, East Coast. Labels Uptime, Bad Boy. Associated with Sean Combs, Junior Mafia, The Commission, Faith Evans. Okay, Wallace was raised in Brooklyn, borough of New York City. Brooklyn, Zuh. Shout out to all of them out there, man, on the real, especially Jigga and all the dope rappers out there in Brooklyn and in Queens. I ride with y'all, man, the whole New York on the real, Chi-Town in the building, West Coast, all that. When he released his debut album, Ready to Die, in 1994, like I was telling my coworker, 1994, I think that's when he stopped recording. You dig? Okay. He became a central figure in East Coast hip hop rap, and increased in New York, and his visibility launched him world renowned. You dig what I'm saying? And West Coast, everybody started catching on. He was dominating the mainstream at that time. Following the year, Wallace led his childhood friends to chart success. Junior Mafia, okay, we know Big, Lil Kim, all of them, Jadakiss, Styles P, all of them, man. You did. On March 9, 1997, Wallace was killed by an unknown assailant in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles, California. His double disc album, Life After Death, released 16 days later, rose to number 1 on the U.S. album charts and was certified diamond in 2000 by the recording industry. You dig. One of his few hip-hop albums to receive this certification, Wallace was noted for his loose, easy flow, dark, semi-autobiographical lyrics, and storytelling. You dig? That's why I made a song called Story to Tell. And when y'all hear that song, you dig, on the real, man, everything. Yeah, I'm trying to phase the black. But anyway, ability, okay. It showed his abilities sometimes change his pitch or his songs. 3 more albums have been released since his death. He has sales of, like I was saying, I think he was done in 1994. All right. Now, he sold 17 million in record sales. Okay. And that's just in the United States. All right, now. We done touched on their backgrounds. I don't want to go into all the other Pacifics and stuff like that, you know, because they got a whole bunch of stuff on here, you dig, and everything about their early life and all that stuff and everything. And again, I may leave a link, or y'all can just go on Wikipedia, man, if y'all want to check out the rest of that. So, man, we're going to pause for station identification. You dig, I'm going to have a sip up and everything in the game, and y'all going to see the thing. That's the little new thing I know people like, what the fuck is that shit he using? That's the transition and stuff like that, because I'm so smooth, you dig? So, y'all gonna see the thing. It's gonna go, and I'm gonna come right back and stuff, man, with the next part. You dig? And the next part, we're talking about the mysteries, the theories, the whereabouts, and the clues. You dig? And then after that, it's gonna be my opinion. So y'all stay tuned like a Neptune. Shut. All right, y'all. We back, man. We back. Welcome back. Okay, for the next segment. Okay, so now we finna go into some of these facts here. Okay, well, I think facts, and you know, I'm gonna try to keep everything in order. Okay, so y'all can understand where I'm coming from with this information. Okay, so we're gonna go over the mystery first. Okay, we finna talk about the mystery. Let me slap you over here. Pay attention. Okay, here we go. The mysteries, man. All right, basically, they laid the facts out for us for both cases, because this is a CSI investigation, ongoing investigation, because the cases haven't been closed, even though they have brought suspects in and all this and that stuff to talk about, what they witnessed and everything, suspects, witnesses, etc. Get their testimonies and stuff like that on what they think happened and what's occurring right now. Okay, which leads us to these mysteries, man. Okay, on who killed Tupac and Biggie. That's the big question that everybody is trying to understand. Who killed them? You dig what I'm saying? Basically, the way everything played out. Now let's go to the first story. The first story is about Tupac, right? Now, no dissing to J Mello and everything, because I looked at his facts, and I'm gonna leave a link for his video and everything in the description below. You dig? So shout out to Fonzo Ribeiro. I see you, bro. That was a little funny on the video. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get serious now. Okay, now the crime scene is irrelevant in both cases. You dig? Because after they got to the part where they said there was no type of suspects, that's when the mystery kicked in. Right there. That's when the mystery kicked in. When they said there were no suspects in both incidents, that's when it led you to mystery, unsolved things, right? So basically, Pac was saying a lot of stuff in his songs, you dig, before this led up. Now that's the clues. I'm gonna get to that later. But the mystery is who killed them, you dig, for real, and what the hell really happened in both places, man. And then it happened in high volume areas, Las Vegas and California. One after what, I think it was the BET something he was going to, right? The other Pac was at an event with Mike Tyson. Two big events in black culture. You got the boxing, one of the greatest fighters of all time. This right here, I mean, this is a good way to phase out, you feel me, without anybody really seeing where you going. Okay, and then the other is at the B Black Entertainment. You dig? Both carried a lot of crowds. They brought all different denominations, heavily, predominantly black for both events. Mike Tyson, BET. All right. Now, we still on the mystery. Now, we finna go to the theory, okay? The theories. Now, Tupac was saying a lot of stuff, and I think he started to convert pretty much. If you follow Tupac and you listen to all his stuff, my brother, man, before he left, or he got incarcerated, he had a big ass thick, like, autobiographical book on Tupac. I don't know who wrote it, but anyway, Tupac, I think he was converting himself, because I really wasn't into Tupac like that. You dig? Back in them days, man, the early 90s, I was into Scarface. You dig? The Ghetto Boys and stuff like that. 8-Ball, MJG. They was popping. Tupac just came out of nowhere. The first song I heard, I used to hear everywhere bumping, was Violence. And that was on that, what was that, the name of that record? That was his first joint that he did. How can I forget this, man? Because I'm studying Pac. You dig what I'm saying? For real, in a good way. You feel me? Damn. I feel, it's on the tip of my tongue. But we're not going to be able to think about it. I got to keep going. Okay? But anyway, Violent, when I listened to that record, he was addressing pretty much, he was just letting y'all know, he's giving this statement. Okay? Because Violent was that. It was a statement. Everything pretty much on that record was a statement before he started leading into other stuff, right? Basically, he was, in my mind, in my opinion, he was a Muslim, because that's how he came out, like Malcolm X, militant and stuff, you dig, and everything in the game, based off what was going on at that time. There was a lot of oppression. We had the police thing, Rodney King, we did. So he was addressing that. He was giving his statements on where he stood and using his amendment rights based off NWA, because he took the tone from NWA and kept it going after they stopped in the 90s, like 91. He went to 93 and kept going. But anyway, Tupac converted himself when Biggie came on the scene. Now, Pac was, like I said, a Muslim, but when Biggie came on, Biggie was already, you could say Biggie was a Christian. You did, based off his upbringing, the way his demeanor was and everything, man. Even though they say he was peddling and all that, you know, you could look at him and tell he's a Christian. He didn't have the type of background that Pac had, bouncing around, foster homes, living with people. He lived with a white family and stuff like that. Basically got adopted like Dennis Rodman did. But Christopher Wallace had a good upbringing. He had a household, you dig? He had a mama. His Tupac people was already considered militant. They was Black Panthers, all right? So he was already classified as a Muslim. So once he got out of that, you dig, he converted into Christianity. And we started seeing him with the medallions on and stuff like that, the crucifixion. Biggie was already a Christian, you dig? Basically, because everything you listen to now, well, his last record, that was like really Christian. You know, the you could hear it. You know, with the instruments they was using, you know what I'm saying? Psaltery, it was salt, you know what I'm saying? It's soothing your mind. He's talking to you, giving you a real story, you dig? That's what he was, a storyteller, right? Biggie was a Christian. Jesus, the same thing. And then Pop converted that way into Christianity. Okay? That was, he gave you the 7-day theory. Once he got really into the Lord, you dig what I'm talking about? I read the Bible every day in the Quran. He was doing the same thing. He had got incarcerated, was going through something, right? Converted from Muslim to Christian. And his life started changing. Now, my theory is, I think Biggie was really in his ear, telling him some deep stuff, because Biggie, he knew a lot of stuff, man. And this is New York now. Now, before Pac really started taking off, he in New York too. They studied for real, intensely. Got Rakim, a lot of Cares One. They really into science, and you know, they really do their homework, man. For real, for real. New York really do their homework. Shout out to New York, man. For real, for real. I always shout them out, man, because they gave me my publishing on the real. But I think Biggie was in his ear. That's why y'all seen them together. And they was, you know, getting, you know what I'm saying? They was together, and for real, they started plotting, man, because they was in something, like they talking about how Jig is right now. They was trying to find a way out of what they was about to be forced into. Now that's my theory. Pac started dropping stuff. B was like, man, start saying this, saying that, you dig? On the real. Change the whole tone up. You know what I'm saying? To get these people to pay attention to you in a different light. And then, you know what Jesus said, when you believe in him? Like Pac had made a song, who do you believe in? I put my faith in God. That's who I believe in. Stuff started happening even more. Like Jesus told him it was going to happen, right? Same thing I be experiencing. When you start converting your life over, things start happening. Man, what happened to him? He went to jail, got shot again. You dig what I'm saying? Got a rape charge. Damn near messed him up. It did. It pretty much tarnished his name in America. Him and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson converted to Muslim when he went in there. And he's still going through it now. You dig? Y'all feel me? Y'all feel where I'm coming from? But anyway, the theory was he dropped a 7-day theory. And that changed the tone from him being militant to being someone you can worship and praise. Okay? Now, we finna talk about the whereabouts. The whereabouts. Now, Pac was giving you a lot of factual information, man. We finna go into whereabouts and clues. And I'm gonna come right back when I get to that point for part 3. Okay? Now, I'm gonna give y'all a few songs, man, from Pac. Well, yeah. Okay? Now, the songs I have chose for y'all to pay attention to and listen to, and y'all gotta listen carefully now. I'm talking about All Eyes on Me. Now, I just read the biography for y'all, man, and what they said. That was his greatest record. Because he converted and everything. And he just told you, after he converted and he was going through it, he was like, now all eyes gonna be on me because Biggie started telling him shit. You dig? Biggie started telling him stuff. Alright? So he was like, man, he told y'all the tale. You can say Biggie was like a CIA agent, man. He was like, man, his knowledge was gone. New York, I'm telling you, man. You know, and at that time they had the light and his look at Jigga now. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. But anyway, we dropped Ambitious Rider. Like I said, they had already plotted and planned everything out. The Great Escape. You feel me? At an early age. Right? So Pac he did Ambitious Rider, and the line that really struck me, he was like, I've been in so many battlefield, I've been in so many, what do you say? I had so many battlefield scars while driven in plush cars. Life was a rap star. You know what I'm talking about? And he was basically talking about when he went to Las Vegas, when he was going to go down there. And this was before it happened. When he was going to go down there, he was telling you to sing in that song pretty much what was going to happen to him. You dig? He was basically telling you I was going to get shot up while I was in a plush car. Basically. Now, Biggie, his clue was in that song Beef on Life After Death. You dig what I'm saying? Biggie was saying, what he said. Biggie was like, what did he say? Pretty much he was the story that he was telling. I think they was basically setting up the scene like when Pac got shot and he was gonna react to it. That's what he was basically saying. But we're gonna come right back, man. Y'all stay tuned like a Neptune for the last part of this. You dig, on the real. Okay, we back now. Now I was saying like Biggie was like, what's beef? Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be an ICU. Alright? Now in that whole storyline, that whole story, it happened when Puffy gave him a phone call. That's why I made my first song was called Phone Call. Look it up, man. After Biggie got killed, this 1998, man. I had just came back from down south. I was kicking it with New York people all the time. DC people all the time. You dig? Machiavelli came out. I was down there when Tupac got killed. I was at Grambling State University, man. When Tupac got killed, they was standing in line like they was waiting for groceries, man, for that man record. I'm not lying. On Jesus. Y'all see where I'm at? Y'all hear me? But man, Biggie told a story that was so intense, man. And he was like, basically, after they set us up and I'm finna try to talk like him. After they set us up and say we dead and they kill us, we gonna come back to life. Basically, that's what he was saying. After they set us up with these, cause y'all, I read everything to y'all, man. They biograph, everything is similar, ain't it? Their ages, where they lived, the people they was around. You feel me? So he was like, basically after they set us up, you dig, we gonna come back to life in a way that is unimaginable to them. And that means eternal life. Where it's gonna drive them fucking crazy because our music still gonna be coming out and they ain't gonna be able to see a motherfucker nowhere. You dig? Nowhere. You're gonna be hearing these motherfuckers, and the way time changing, you're gonna be seeing them and hearing them. And that's the scariest thing ever. Tupac is the scariest nigga ever. Cause Biggie, he closed it. He shut up after 2 records. Cause I think Biggie was the chief. And if Puffy and them, anybody see this, man, this is all my opinions, but come on, man, I think I'm touching on something, Jack. Snoop Dogg, Snoop was saying the same thing in his documentary. He was like, man, Pac knew. He had to have known. How did he know? Because Biggie told him. Right? Then Biggie was telling Snoop like, man, I'm trying to figure out how to sell records like you, cuz. I'm trying to figure out how to sell records like you. You my big dog. Well, at that time, you my little big homie. He was younger than Biggie, I think, right? When they came out. And Pac. Well, they was about the same speed or something like that. Yeah. 1 year apart, 2 year apart, something like that. But basically, he let Snoop know that. And Snoop been giving him a shout out ever since then. But to answer Snoop's question, well, he was giving a statement. He was like, man, Pac have had known. If Snoop ever see this, Pac have had to know. You right, because Biggie told him. You dig? They was only together for a spell. And in hip hop, man, beef is everything. And at that time, beef was everything. Especially in New York. Some of the top rappers in New York was beefing. Cares One, what's that? MC Shan, what's his name? The Bridge is Over thing. It was the East Coast. They was running the game. And New York was beefing heavy with each other. They still do. It was Nas, Jigga. You know what I was talking about? But back in them days, they was beefing tough like that. And it was all coming out of New York. Because New York was running the game. And then Dr. Dre came out. You dig? After NWA. Because they had to get the tone back. Because New York was running away with the game. Because they had the knowledge. The devotion was peace. And it's set in the East. That's what Rock said. Rakim. You dig? So, I think the mastermind of this whole, you could say this conspiracy theory was Biggie Smalls. He was considered to be a mobster. New York, John Gotti, I'm in Chi-Town, Capone, you dig? He was the biggest thing out there. Bad Boy was the biggest label. Pac wasn't on no label. He was underground like I am in Chi-Town. You feel me? So this was they conspiring to get in the game, take over the game, and win the game. And at the same damn time become legends. Pac gave a lot of clues. He was like, man, I got a big money scheme and my homie ain't even with it. Who was his homie? I think it was Rakim. Cause Rakim was he was a Muslim. He was full-fledged Muslim, G. On the real. Rob was like, I ain't with it, man. You dig? Or he had to have said something like that. Who else was bigger than Biggie in that time? That was running the game. Rakim was the face of rap in the early 90s, going into the middle 90s. Rakim was the face of hip-hop rap, East Coast, West Coast. He was the #1 MC out there. So I think Pac was talking about him. He wasn't with it. Because he didn't want to leave like that. He didn't want to leave like early like that too. But if he would have gotten that beef like that, man, that would have been epic. You dig? And Ron had some of the greatest records, but we still talking about Pac and Biggie. Now we still on the clues, man. We still on the clues. Alright? Now, Pac giving y'all a lot of clues on where he at. They talking about the Middle East, you dig? Heavily. You know what I'm talking about? They searching for this man. Like, even Barack Obama said it jokingly at a roast, but I think he was dead serious because a lot of people studying this case because it still is an open investigation. And everybody should, man. For real. He was like, where the hell is Tupac and Biggie? Seriously. Because we seen the procession. Alright? New York, like I was saying, they so influential. They got theater there. They got a wax museum there. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, don't be fooled. Everything you see and hear, ain't real. You can stage anything. You dig what I'm saying? The people, Brooklyn probably already knew the story. They seen the procession. That's why they was out there cheering and stuff. Because he escaped. And man, took the game to a whole nother level. Now it's like Jig was saying, if you escape, you'll be out here getting fucked up too. Ball so hard, motherfuckers trying to find me. But first you gotta find me. What's 20 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Ball so hard you think shit weird. I ain't even supposed to be here. That's from the Junior Mafia. You dig? That's his Junior Mafia. That's big. Man. It's pretty much self-explanatory, man. This was a real tale, man. This was one of the greatest tales of all time. This is like an urban legend. And this shit, man, they gonna be talking about this for damn near forever. Like a Jesus tale, but it was real. We got video of these two motherfuckers. Right? Jesus was supposedly a black man. Right? We didn't get no video of Jesus, okay? But we got video of Tupac and Biggie. These two niggas was here, man, on the real. And we witnessed this shit. The Great Escape. The great magicians of all time, man. The greatest magicians of all time. Tupac and Biggie. Forget David Blaine. I seen them bending them bars and shit. You niggas don't be hoodwinked by that bullshit. Tupac and Biggie. It's all we should be talking about as far as magicians and the great escape artists of all time. Them two. And one motherfucker, man, that shit is crazy. He was like, man, we so cold with this shit. I even changed my motherfucking name. And I'm still getting paid under my government name. And he had a Muslim name to begin with. Tupac Shakur. Goddamn. That's how he started. That's how he started, as Tupac Shakur, my nigga. He started as Tupac Shakur. And Biggie Smalls, the notorious B.I.G., a mob name. The other one started as a Muslim. The greatest tale of all time. Of all time. It will never be duplicated again. Like that, on the real. Straight up and down. But, man, we got to wrap this up, man. But I had to drop this special episode, man, on the real, the LC the One TV show. Tupac and Biggie, man. Two of my idols, man, for real. And every time I mention something, Cause I was like, man, Tupac. One day I was like, man, Tupac, y'all help me get these niggas out. If you real Tupac, or reveal yourself, show up, man. And something did happen. I'm dead serious. Pac showed up, man. He showed me some visual. Like the next day, they had put up on YouTube that this dude looked just like Tupac. I swear to God. And I had thought about it, and I was saying it out loud like this, cause I'm all by myself in my crib, cause my daughter at her mama house. And I had said that, and oh man, like I was saying, man, them boys, man, especially Biggie, World Trade Center. He was talking about Raven Simone when she was a shawty in his songs. This was before I think she was on the Cosby Show, my dude. Or something like what I think she was, but he listened to Ready to Die. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, this your boy LC the One, man. LC the One to be exact, that is. AKA Illmatic One 24. And not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. My extra jersey number I wore when I was in high school. And my one was on the back of my other motherfucking chair. Hey, man, like I always say, man, keep it pimping and avoid slipping, because they will get your motherfucking ass if you slip on that motherfucking banana peel. You dig what I'm talking about, man? And like I always say, man, church on the Reverend God, we going. But before we leave, man, I need y'all to like this video, share this video, comment if you new, man, and please subscribe to my video. And, man, give me some likes and some views on this. Is some real shit I just dropped for y'all, boy. On Jesus, motherfucking Christ, on the real, man, straight up and down. My LC Nation, my LC gang, my LC crew, man, straight up and down, man. Happy New Year's to y'all, man, on the real, straight up and down. Y'all know how we do this, man. Like I end off, man, in a 5, in a 4, in a 3, in a 2, and a 1. Church in them.